Hello, friends. In our video titled How to Do a Thought Download, I discussed separating the facts from the story. And in today's video, I'm going to go into more detail on understanding what the facts are and understanding how to differentiate them from your story. We often believe our stories so deeply that we think they are facts when they are not. One of the most important things to know is that facts don't hurt. So, when you're trying to determine if an aspect of your story is fact or not, ask yourself if you feel hurt by this. For example, if someone dies, it is factual and it is neutral. Once you have a thought about the person dying, you now have created a feeling. Now, this might take a minute to digest because until now, you may have thought that a person dying hurts. The person dying is neutral, and your thoughts about the person dying is where the emotion comes from. Now, you might be asking yourself, do these semantics really matter? And the answer is yes, with an exclamation mark. When we realize our minds are causing our feelings, we are in so much more control of our emotional lives. And it doesn't mean that we won't choose to be sad when someone dies, but we can decide how to feel about the circumstance, and we are in much more control of our emotional thinking. For example, if we say, work is really stressing me out, I need a new job, although we may not be able to change jobs at this time, we can certainly change how we think about the job, and everything else will change. We have control over our emotional thinking. Here's an example from a client who was furious with her mother in law. Here's her story. My mother in law doesn't respect me. She doesn't love me. She wants me to be fat. She can't support me in my desires or dreams. Even when she knows what I want for myself, she's always trying to sabotage me. It's like I don't even want to be around her because of all of the awful things she does. Just last week, we went to her home for a visit, and she was so backhanded and so conniving. I know my husband doesn't even care. He doesn't even back me up when I feel this way, and he refuses when I suggest that we confront her and stop visiting her. I think I'm going to have to give him an ultimatum. It's either her or me. He's a grown man, and he needs to make the decision. I stopped her and asked her to retell her story, but only telling the facts. She hesitated, and then she pretty much retold the story the same way. And then I reminded her that facts are provable. Every person would agree on the fact, and there's no judgment and there's no opinion. In the end, these were the facts. She has a mother in law. She went to her mother in law's home last weekend. Her mother in law made spaghetti. All of the rest of it was her story, and a painful story at that. The client's mother in law had made spaghetti, which she interpreted as conniving and attempt to sabotage her weight loss. I asked her if there were any other possible reasons that her mother in law might make spaghetti. And she said, yes, because her son loves spaghetti, because she's Italian, and because it's one of her specialties. Okay, well, I asked her if either one of those stories could be true, okay, but which served her better? Which story served her relationship better? Further, I suggested that she consider how to feel when the facts alone don't offer a meaning or story to the facts. The mother in law made spaghetti. Without the story, the fact doesn't hurt, they never do. Which stories are you telling yourself?